Welcome to my second video about my survey on hunting wolves. First, I want to clarify a few things again. I, of course, gave the experts the opportunity to leave their feedback regardless whether they took the answer yes, no, or not so easy. Even if they didn't pick an answer in the first place, they were allowed to leave their feedback exclusively. On the other hand, two of the participants didn't give a feedback at all, and two of the participants answered all questions with yes. So here is what the experts had to say.
Is hunting wolves a useful step for livestock protection? Hunting is a recreational activity. I do not use this word for any activity aimed at killing wolves. Killing wolves can be one of the tools to manage the relationship between wolves and human property. But only efficient livestock protection will reduce livestock kills. In some cases, killing a wolf can create an imbalance in the pack that can make the situation worse. Studies show that the effect is, if at all, only temporary, because other wolves will come and unprotected livestock is killed again. Shooting individual wolves, which learned to overcome proper livestock protection, might make sense. But this is no hunting. Does hunting make wolves more shy? It is scientific, highly controversial if hunting makes wolves more shy. Some say a dead wolf can't be shy or teach other wolves to be more shy. It seems to be highly situation dependent and even more dependent on the personality of the individual wolf. Bold individuals in wolves do appear in hunted and unhunted populations. If the wolf density increases, then it's more likely that there are more bold wolves and there is a higher chance that these wolves find anthropogenic food or get habituated by people who purposefully feed/attract wolves to observe or photograph, but in this case it's allowed to remove such wolves already. Is hunting wolves necessary in any context? The wolf population is self-regulating via territoriality and the abundance of prey. Hunting wolves can be counterproductive to livestock protection, and there is no other field where wolves are a threat, not for humans, not for wildlife, but livestock. In reality, at least in southern Europe and in Scandinavia, legal shooting is additive to illegal killing. It can and it does jeopardize the wolf populations in these areas. But with recovering wolf populations and the ability of wolves to pretty much make a living anywhere where they find prey and a minimum of retreat areas, we will likely reach a point where the social carrying capacity is reached for the majority of the population. Removal of problem individuals is that repeatedly attack livestock or approach people could be a tool for solving human dimension issues, like public acceptance. Very few wolves can already be killed for management reasons, for example in Germany, if they are habituated. These are the only kills that make sense. Some control will likely be necessary and hunting could be one possibility, but has and will likely become increasingly controversial. Would you support wolf-free zones in Central Europe? Wolf-free zones are not possible apart from not being compatible with the Habitats Directive for two main reasons. First, there is a social reason. How do you define such zones? It leads to people feeling unfairly treated. This seems impossible to negotiate with local societies. The second reason is that wolves are highly mobile. Trying to get regions wolf-free would mean an ongoing shooting of wolves forever. Young wolves in search of a territory cannot be directed by wolf-free zones, so this is more or less impossible. Some scientists would much rather see more flexible management, where there is more room for appropriate management options, including removal of wolves. There may be situations like in Fennoscandia, where with a semi-domestic reindeer, where wolf presence is not compatible with a livestock production system, which is near impossible to protect against wolves' predation. In this situation, there are few alternatives, and the same is true for areas where a natural prey is absent and wolves are forced to live on livestock. The scientists understand the need for wolf management, but humans must find ways to protect livestock everywhere. I hope my summary does justice to the feedback from the experts. I am happy to accept other experts' opinion. You can reach me here in the comments. Even now, I would be happy to receive more opinions.